So today we will see the next part of your chapter, that is force on a current carrying conductor. आता basically होतं काय? Till date we have studied two things differently. We have studied current separately. We have studied a magnet separately. Okay. Now we will see what happens when there is an interaction between both of the energies or both parameters. So current and or the electrical energy and the magnetic field. So what happens? Let us do a simple activity. Suppose I have a magnet, okay, a U-shaped magnet or a horseshoe magnet as it is called, having its north pole and south pole. And in between this magnet, what I will do, of course, we know that the magnetic field will be from north to south. This will be the direction of the field. Now, what I will do is, I will insert in this gap, हा जो मध्ये गॅप आहे त्या गॅप मध्ये मी एक करंट कॅरिंग वायर इन्सर्ट करतो. Okay, we all know that the current will flow from positive to negative, so this will be direction of current. So what we observe when we switch on this circuit and the current flows through this section, okay, flows through the magnetic field, it is seen that this conductor or this piece of wire carrying current, it is shifted to either outside or inside. So this is how we can say that whenever we place a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, there is some kind of force which is generated, and this is force we need to study. We need to know how we can utilize it, how we can find the direction. So the next question arises, how or where does that force act, or how we can manage the direction of that force. So basically there are two methods. First is the current or direction of current. So if I reverse the direction of current, so I draw the diagram again. So this was the magnet, the north pole, south pole. This is the conductor carrying current. Okay, so when I switch it on, we know that the current is going to flow from positive to negative. So I tell you, or we assume that for this position, the current or the conductor or the force exerted is outside. Okay, so the conductor is pushed outside. Now, if I reverse the direction of the current, that is, I interchange the battery or I reverse the direction, what will happen? The direction has now changed. So in this second case, we observe that the conductor is pushed inside. So this is one way how we can change or we can identify the direction of the force. In our later sections, we will see how we will utilize this force using these same parameters. This is your first method. Second method is we keep the direction of the current same, but I change the direction of the magnetic field. म्हणजे काय की या मॅग्नेटला आपण opposite direction मध्ये प्लेस करायचं. So again we observe that initially when for this position, suppose we say that the conductor is pushed inside, then when we will interchange the magnetic field or we will reverse the direction of the field, we will see that the conductor is pushed outside. So these are two ways how we can manage or how we can change the direction of the force which is exerted on a current carrying conductor. So now, even though we have seen how we can detect or how we can check whether the force is in one direction or other. We need to know a more specific way with respect to direction of current and direction of field. And mostly, sorry, it is not possible to change the direction of the field on a frequent basis. So what we will do is, we have a Fleming's left hand rule. Now this rule helps us to find the exact direction of force which is generated when a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field. So what does this rule say? The rule says that we have to hold the three fingers of our left hand, that is the thumb, the forefinger and the middle finger, such a way that they are mutually perpendicular. Okay, now mutually perpendicular म्हणजे काय? We all know that there are three basic axes. Okay, till date in your graph paper we have only seen x and y, but we all know that there is also z axis is also present, or this is the third dimension which we call as 3D. Okay, the graph paper which we use is 2D. When we add this third dimension, it becomes 3D or three-dimensional object. So this third direction shows us that if we consider any two axes at a time, if we consider x, y, then they are perpendicular. If we consider x, z, they are also perpendicular. If we consider only y, z, then they are also perpendicular. So this concept is called as mutually perpendicular. So in case of Fleming's left hand rule, we have to hold the three fingers of our left hand, that is the thumb, forefinger and the middle finger, such that they are mutually perpendicular to each other. Then the next part says that if our forefinger points the direction of magnetic field, middle finger points in the direction of the current, then automatically our thumb will give us the direction of the force which is generated. So I'll show it in the diagram. So suppose this is my forefinger which is pointing in the direction of magnetic field. Then this is the middle finger which is pointing in the direction of current. Then the thumb will always point in the direction of the force which is generated. Okay, this is Fleming's left hand rule. I'll repeat once again. So the rule says that if we hold the three fingers of our left hand such that they are mutually perpendicular to each other, and if the forefinger shows the direction of current, the forefinger shows the direction of the field, middle finger shows the direction of the current, then your thumb will always show the direction of force which is generated on the current carrying conductor. This is what is given in Fleming's left hand rule. This rule is very important because it gives us the exact direction of the force with respect to direction of field and current. And there is one more thing which is not mentioned directly here, but if the current and magnetic field are parallel, keep this thing in mind, then no force will be generated. Keep this thing in mind, because whenever the field and current are perpendicular or are at 90 degrees, it is observed that maximum force is generated. Okay, so this is very important. Force will be generated only when the field and the current will be perpendicular. If they are parallel, then there will be no force. म्हणजे काय की suppose this is the direction of field and the current is also flowing in the same direction, then there will be no force. Force कधी generate होणार? Only when field and current will be perpendicular. Okay.